Hi everybody and welcome to Josiah is Right. So I have Penny with me here today, and that means we are going to talk about thrift store finds for the month of May. So first up is something that Penny likes, and it came with something else, but I want to show you this adorable bunny. So this is actually vintage from probably the 80s maybe. I don't know, it could be older. It doesn't have a date on it. I'm not really an expert in these things. It's applause, but it came with something else. So you want to hold that, Penny? So she really likes this bunny, even though we kind of have it for decorative purposes. And the thing that came with it, packaged with it, was this adorable, adorable Doc. So this is Doc, which Penny also loves, but we kind of don't want to have her play with this one because, again, this is vintage and it's in really good shape. It's just an awesome plush. It's, again, it's from Disneyland, Disney World exclusively. There's no date. I don't know much about these things. It's also applause. Like I said, it was packaged with that, and it comes from the same era, but I don't know much about either of them. You want to hold that one too? There you go. She's got Doc. So you're going to drop Doc? So next up is a book. So Star Wars: The Last Command. So this is book 3 of the sort of what I consider the real follow-up trilogy, just because I read this when I was, around 10 years old. So this is book 3. I'm glad to have it. It's not in the best condition. It's a little bit beat up, but not bad at all. It was clearly read. I have another one that was like brand new for the first book, so now I need book 2, which is Dark Force Rising? Yes, Heir to the Empire, Dark Force Rising, and The Last Command. I think that's the right order. But anyway, I hope to find that second book, whichever one it is, can't remember right now, and then I will have the complete original trilogy in hardcover, because I had them in regular books, that the kind you got where the cover was ripped off, so it was like $1 and they sold them really cheap, but they didn't have a cover. I used to buy them at the variety store in West Deer, for those of you local to where I grew up. So anyway, that is a cool find. You want to hold it? Is it too heavy? Penny will attempt to hold it. She'll probably drop it. Yeah. So we'll put this down to save a disaster where she knocks over the camera and the lights. So next up is this adorable silo. So this is a Fisher-Price silo from the 1960s. Now, it's not in great shape. There was also a house that they had when I bought this, but the house was just destroyed. This was actually salvageable. I thought it would be just a nice decorative piece or to use it for something. But the date is down here. It says 68, so that's pretty cool. I think we had this as a kid. Mom, do you remember? So I will take off this lid because I put a few other things in here. So you want to hold the lid? You want to see Penny wants to see what's inside. Of course, you want to see what's inside. So I'll put the lid over here. So first up is probably what's the least exciting thing in here, and it is a weird Captain America action figure. This is, it looks like it goes to like a motorcycle or something. It's a very recent Captain America action figure, so there's nothing special about it. Penny, you want this one? You want this one? You want that? So Penny can have that. It'll probably become a Penny toy anyway. Next up is a pretty cool little superhero squad Hulkbuster armor. So that's pretty cool little find. I'm excited about that. Again, these aren't vintage or rare or anything, but this one is actually cool, worthwhile. So at the worst case, it'll become a Penny toy. It is missing a shoulder piece there, I just noticed. But again, these were all, the toys you'll see were all in the same sort of little baggie. Penny just dropped that. You want to hold Hulkbuster? Take Hulkbuster. So next up is a really cool one. Now this is a G.I. Joe. I'll have to do a little bit of research, but it is vintage. I had this guy as a kid. Now I believe he was a vehicle driver, so he came with a vehicle. Now you see he's got that orange-green look. So as a kid I used to play with him with my Star Wars figures and use him as a pilot for like an X-Wing, that kind of thing. So he just has that kind of look. I wish I could remember his name, but again, I'm pretty sure he was actually a vehicle driver, but he used him, like I said, as a pilot. So Penny's going to try to reach in here and grab the last thing. Can you fish it out? So Penny just pulled it out. So that is Luke Skywalker X-Wing pilot. Now it is beat to heck here, but it is an awesome action figure. This is just so cool to find. It fittingly packaged with that figure, because obviously whoever put those together thought, oh, these guys must both be pilots. And like I said, I think they both look like pilots, as that's how I played with them. Okay, I put this down successfully. There we go. But you can see this one is cool. It'll go up on the Star Wars shelf, which is just up there, right out of camera shot, like right here. If you can see where I'm pointing, but you can't see it right now. So I'm excited to add this Luke to my collection. I don't remember ever having one as a kid. I'm sure my brother had one that I destroyed. There's a famous story about how I destroyed all his Star Wars stuff. Okay, so Penny, are you ready for the last piece? She's got Captain America, so she's playing with some action figures. So Penny's got some action figures here, huh? So as Penny has that, I'm going to show you the last piece with Peach. The last piece, which I'm super excited about, really, really thrilling to find this. I had one as a kid. I asked my mom about it. She didn't remember, but I definitely had one. I remember distinctly the smell of the plastic when I opened this up. It's a crazy thing, but I can remember the smell. Like, it had this new glorious smell to it. I know that's insane, but it did, and I am excited to say, so I'll cut to it, but it does work. There's one problem with it that I need to figure out, but it does work. So, and that is, this will be awkward to hold up. So, but I'm gonna try to hold it. That is a Socrates Educational Video Game System, which is just awesome. And like I said, it does work, so I'll cut to that so you can see the robot. Penny actually was dancing to the music that played when I first got it operating, when I tested it out. So I'm super excited about that. It's really cool. It didn't come with a power connector. I had to get my own, but I bought one on Amazon for like less than $5. This cost me about $10 total. And now, like I said, it does work. This does power up. I can get it to operate. Just connecting the cable to the RF, it works perfectly. It actually also takes batteries, and there were batteries in it, but they weren't working. So, but it does power up with the power cable. But the problem comes with this guy. So the keyboard piece here. So I will show you how this works. You want to hold this, Penny? You want to hold this? She's got the Luke. Of course, she has the most vintage of the action figures, but it's also in the worst shape. So the problem with this guy, so first I'll just pop out so you can see how this works. So these pop out. So you can see it's like a little controller, so you can have like 2 players, I think. I don't recall playing with anybody else, but as I was a little kid, my brothers were all older and on better video games. So anyway, you plug it in, and this is, you know, like your old school remote control sensor. So it does not, oh, you want the G.I. Joe? So it does not, unfortunately, work right now. I tried changing the batteries, but there's a lot of corrosion in there, so I probably need to scrub it out, clean it out really good, so I will find out. But those are my thrift store finds for the month of May. So let me know what you guys are collecting. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you find. Can you say bye to everybody, Penny? And Penny will be chewing on some G.I. Joes. Probably not. It's going to go on the shelf behind me, so I found some cool stuff, and that doesn't even include the stuff we found at the Long Beach Antique Market, so be sure to check out that video. It's also May, so a couple cool things there that Penny also likes. Thank you guys. Bye. Say bye. Yeah? Are you done?